And welcome to 520 Sports Talk's live coverage of the 2019 Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School All-Star Game. There's 4 games going on different fields. We are going to concentrate on this one, featuring the Kino Senior Gold 1 and the Kino Senior Black 2. Glad you could join us here today. It's a really good showcase of Southern Arizona high school talent, which here in Arizona we know how good it is, and we want the nation to see how good it is. With me today is John Aguilar. He runs a team for the Flowing Wells Little League Baseball and Softball District Organization. John, thanks for being with us tonight.
My pleasure, Bill. Glad to be here.
And I got one of my favorite coaches here, Jesus Lozania, from Pima College and from formerly from Club Aztec. So.
Hey, Bill, how are you?
Good to have you with us. We're going to watch Miss Katie Sherman today and her yo-yo changeup.
Her Bugs Bunny changeup.
Her Bugs Bunny changeup, yeah. All right, and here we go. So up to bat for the gold is Emily Shreves from Empire High School. If you watch the 520 Sports Talk show, she was one of the guests on there. Takes a strike. I believe the count evens at 1-1. Squares around the bunt, pulls back, and takes strike 2. 1-2. That's the black team out in the field. Fouled off to the left side. She stay hanging tough in the box.
Who's that pitcher?
I don't know. Trying to see her number. So 1-2 the count. Fouled straight back.
She's hanging in there.
She's definitely hanging in there. Protecting the plate like she should with 2 strikes. See if you can find out the pitcher's number so I can hold it. And the 1-2 pitch. Bounce back to the pitcher. She's going to go the short way to first for the first out of the game. Jasmine Ayala is in the circle for Sunnyside for the Kino Senior Black 2 team. So 1 down here in the top of the first inning. That's going to bring up Ariana Encinas from Rincon University. Excuse me. Chloe, I'm sorry. Chloe Cordova from Mountain View. Cordova's Mountain View team coached by Ramon de la Osa, who does a really good job with the kids developing their talent. Former club coach with the Tucson Aztec club team, which went over to San Diego, won a really big tournament, John. Katie Sherman was the pitcher. So.
Yeah, I know Ramon really well. He's definitely done a good job with Mountain View.
Bounce her over to third. She might, she got her. I thought it was going to be a leg out. So that's 5-3 if you're scoring for the second out. That's going to bring up Benson's Abby Workman. Abby was a part of 2 state championship teams in 2017 and 2018 and just fell short in 2019 to Camp Verde, the Cowboys. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
Pitcher's doing a nice job of getting the hitters to hit ground balls.
Just on the outside corner, as we say, caught the black. 0-2 the count. Oh, and it's caught
Nice
looking.
Nice
That's
pitch.
a K backwards. So the gold team goes down 1-2-3. After half an inning, 0-0, the black team coming to bat.
Hi.
I'd like to thank our sponsors, Frog and Firkin, right in the middle of University Main Gate Square. Something always going on at the Frog, whether it's the 520 Sports Talk show, it's karaoke with Lucas Gonzalez on Wednesday night, live music, sometimes on Friday and on Sunday afternoon, and of course sports day and night, 7 days a week at the Frog and Firkin, voted the best pizza in Tucson, best outside dining, and best family-owned restaurant by the Arizona Daily Star. So If you've never been to the Frog, you're definitely missing something. Also, Jim Miller State Farm at the corner of Wade and Silverbell, although they will be moving to Coachline in Silverbell next week. He's your one-stop shop insurance guy for life, home, auto, and bank insurance. Go to mymaranaagent.com. You'll see a red VW outside of his office and go bug him for a quote. Also, Sparkle Cleaners with 11 convenient locations around the metro area, now offering home and business pickup of your laundry and dry cleaning. Doesn't get any easier than that. Just pack it up, they'll come pick it up, professionally clean it, and return it right back to you. So thank you, Sparkle Cleaners.
I'm going to change the setting. We're getting a little bit of background noise, so just press the button. There we go.
All right, Katie Sherman warming up to Empire's head coach Shannon Woolridge, good friend of the show. Been on the show quite a few times, actually. Also a state championship coach from 2017. So Sherman on the mound got rocked her last time out. Was heading for a third consecutive state championship, up by 4 runs to Camp Verde at Farrington Stadium, and then just all hell broke loose basically. And Camp Verde scored 8 runs and won by 4. Congratulations to the Camp Verde Cowboys. It doesn't happen very often where Sherman has a rough time. So she's going to have her batting mate from Benson, Abby Workman, behind the plate. And the senior black 2 now batting. Ball low and outside. Let's see the number. 40.
33.
No, 40. No, I'm talking batter.
There it is.
Close, boy. I don't know. That looked good from here. Ball 1 or ball 2. She's pitching to Alyssa Carpio from Tucson High School. Badgers had a good season this year, and she pops up to the shortstop for the first out. I don't see 7. Pop straight up, called by Workman, who makes the out. Quickly 2 down.
You can't look at him. You touch him and goes faces.
So neither team starting off hot right now, John.
Yeah, got the pitcher up. Jasmine Ayala from Sunnyside.
A little low and outside. Thank you for joining us on this broadcast, brought to you by 520 Sports, Frog and Firkin, Jim Miller State Farm, and Sparkle Cleaners. We're here at Lincoln Park on Tucson's southeast side. Beautiful evening tonight. Great night for a ball game, huh? There it is. There's that
Pitch.
nice drop ball by Sherman. Stay tuned after the show. We're going to be presenting Katie Sherman with the 2019 520 Sports Talk Player of the Year Award. Nice pitch. She had notions of going to first, and they yanked her back. Now that got her the base on balls that she was looking for. All right, so Bert Otero coaching at first. That's his player. That's going to bring up Alyssa Trejo, another Badger. So Kino Black, runner on first. And they're going to pinch run for her. Let's see if the Black can get something going here in the bottom of the first. Nice tailing fastball by Sherman. Swung and missed. 0-1.
It's Diomara Arvisu at first, pinch running.
Okay.
San Miguel.
San Miguel High School, all right. Put a little speed on the bases, make things happen. I know. High and outside by Sherman.
There it is.
Oh, nice. Oh, I don't know how you didn't call that a strike. That looked good for me. That's going to even the count at 2-2. Nice drop ball by Sherman. Outside, he's going to run the count full. See what the runner at first does. A little different than baseball. You got to wait till the pitcher lets go of the ball to release from the base. Hard grounder to third base. Going to go across to first. Bang, bang at first. She called safe. We got runners at first and second. Now, with 2 out, that's going to bring up Viviana Orantes from Sunnyside. Fouled straight back. 0-1. Never been to Lincoln Park out here. It's a really nice facility for softball. Great fields, well groomed, well maintained by the city of Tucson. Probably rivals Rose Mofford up in Phoenix. Maybe not quite as many fields, but
yeah, I know U of A and Pima both played some preseason games here.
Yeah, there's a line drive into right field. It's going to be misplayed by the right fielder. Ariana Encinas from Rincon got it back, and that's going to bring in the first run of the game for the Senior Black 2. I think the sun might have played a little bit of a hazard out there in right field because it didn't look like she saw the ball real well, and then it took that funny hop.
Yeah, definitely.
These are all all-stars, so if they make a play like that, you know something's got to be up. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Sherman, high and on the outside corner.
Oh, geez.
1-1 the count. Sherman with another ball high and outside. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Even the count at 2-2.
Threw a backdoor curve on that one.
We got Bree Jackson batting from Saguaro.
Saguaro Cougars in the house. Steve Botkin, an excellent AD at Saguaro. I had fun doing a lot of Cougar sports this past year. Did a lot of football with Coach McKee, and basketball. They had Alyssa Brown, won the Player of the Year award for 520 for the basketball. So that'll do it for Senior Black 2 in the bottom of the first. They did, however, get 1 run on a couple of hits. There was an error, and there was 2 left.
I think they got 2 runs.
2 runs?
2 runs, yeah.
There's no score. Oh, that's right. Okay, 2-0.
2-0, yeah. Should write it down.
Talking about head coach out of Eastern, they're really looking forward to Katie going up.
Oh, I know.
Oh, wow. Is that where she's going?
Yeah, she's going Eastern.
Pima couldn't grab her, huh?
Huh?
Pima couldn't snatch her. No?
Nah, they offered her 2 more. And they have dorms over there at Eastern.
All right, so 2-0 to score after 1 inning. Let's see if the gold team can get something going here in the top of the second. All these players in this game are definitely going to be playing at the next level.
Oh, it's off. Oh.
This is a really, really good opportunity to showcase your talent here in front of the home folks for one more time, wearing your school cap for the last time.
Okay, guys, everything good?
Yeah.
I don't know why she didn't come. Well, she said that she never got the email, but then she also had something going on tonight. So.
Okay, so number 22 is going to lead it off.
Read the strikeout. Yeah.
Diana Nesbitt from Ironwood Ridge. It's one of Ramon's kids up in the Marana area. Ball high. So you've got 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A, and 6A players all playing on the same field. And there's not really a difference. It doesn't really matter what number's in front of the A because all these kids can play.
Yeah, I really like what they're doing. I guess this is the first year that they're doing this, and it seems like something that's going to stick.
Hopefully so. This is a good showcase. So she gets awarded the base on a walk, and Gold has their leadoff runner on here in the top of the second, down 2-0. Ariana Encinas now from Rincon University is at the plate, batting from the left side. Ran up to bunt, pulled it back, and took a ball for 1-0 count.
That one looked pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy's strike zone is. Going to be a chopper to third over the head. The shortstop's going to field it, but no play as she legs out an infield single. So runners at first and second, nobody out here in the top of the second, and Gold's got something going. Coming to bat now is, I don't have this thing. Not sure who this batter is. We don't have her in our lineup. Another grounder to third. She boots it, and everybody's safe. So just like that, John, the bases are loaded with nobody out.
Maybe Taylor.
Okay, right here, 48. Jamie Rodriguez from Morenci at the plate. Got the bases juiced here. Nowhere to put her. She has. In this situation, you want to definitely work the count in your favor. Don't go first ball swinging.
Tried to fool her with that changeup a little high.
Rincon's coach coaching at third. Shannon Woolridge from Empire over at first. She's going to bounce her between first and second. She's going to go the short way. The run will score on a fielder's choice, 4-3. And that cuts the lead in half, 2-1 now. Senior Black over Senior Gold. Still two runners in scoring position with only one out. Sure. Fouled off down the right field line, out of play.
Yeah, just let me know.
So Madi Sandoval at the plate for another Mountain View Lion. She's going to bounce it to third on the short hop. And they got her in a pickle at third. They got her, and a double play on the two rundowns. The run did score, though, and it ties it up at 2-2. Kind of funny action and funny way to end an inning, but good heads up by the black team on defense. I don't think that the runners thought that she was going to pick that short hop up, and she fielded she made a really good fielding play, and they were kind of caught in no man's land.
Yeah, the fielder looked a little confused for a second there.
Exactly. So, but great play. It ties the game up 2-2, and this is what we want to see here. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, Frog and Firkin in the University Main Gate Square. Jim Miller, State Farm. He's going to be moving shortly up to Coach Line and Silver Bell, so look for that red VW and go bug him for a quote for home life, auto, and bank insurance, and also Sparkle Cleaners with 11 convenient locations around the metro area with home and business pickup of your dry cleaning and laundry. So thank you, all three sponsors. Showing the nation today how we roll in Southern Arizona, John, in softball. So a lot of talent out there, a lot of colleges are very, very lucky to get these young ladies going to their schools in the next few years. We got Katie Sherman on the mound. She'll be pitching for Eastern Arizona. They are very, very excited. I talked to their coach a couple weeks ago before the playoffs started, and she is really excited to have Sherman play for Eastern up in Thatcher, Arizona.
As she should be, as she should be.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, she's coming from a 2A school, but she could pitch on any 6A team in the state.
Yeah.
Is it 22? So now we're tied up in the going into the bottom of the second. Let's see if the black can
29.
Get something going, get the lead back. Kimberly Salazar from Douglas at the plate. Douglas has a really good team. So a lot of these Southern Arizona teams that are not close to Tucson or the metro area don't get a lot of notoriety, I guess you would call it, and stuff. But they have some really, really good teams. Douglas, I saw them play CDO, and CDO coached by the legend Kelly Fowler, and they gave CDO a rough time. So there's a lot of good ball played in the Douglas area. So Sherman ahead in the count, 1-2. And strikes her out. That's classic Katie Sherman right there, and that's why she's the 2019 520 Sports Talk Player of the Year. Once again, we'll be presenting the trophy to her. Thanks to Tuller Trophy for getting a trophy to her. It's a really nice crystal trophy that Tuller did a good job engraving it. And another fine sponsor of 520 Sports Talk. So the sun should not be a factor anymore, John. It looks like it's getting pretty low. The lights really haven't taken effect, but ball's outside. Now batting is Shaylee Sanders from Flowing Wells. Her coach coaching down at third base. Raul Vega. Sherman's going to field it, and nobody covering first because everybody was coming in on the bunt. The second baseman, that's kind of a mental error. Second baseman's got to go cover that bag on a bunt situation when you've got the first baseman charging. So little mix-up on the defense there. And once again, you know, these kids play at different schools. They're not used to playing with each other, and you're going to see that from time to time. But Black's got a runner on first. Shaylee Sanders at first, once again from Douglas. Fouled off to the right side, out of play.
We got Marcela Fimbres from San Miguel.
San Miguel.
Up to bat.
there goes the runner. The throw is in time, and they nailed her. Nice throw by Abby Workman of the Benson Bobcats. No doubt about that.
That was a nice throw.
You don't run on Abby Workman's arm very much. I followed Benson for the last 3 years, and we called them the darlings of 520 Sports Talk just because they were just incredible. Last year they went 36-1-1 en route to the state championship.
Wow.
In fact, the only team that they lost to was Ramon's Mountain View team,
Yeah.
and then they turned around the next day and beat them. So they avenged the loss, but quite a record, 36-1-1.
Yeah.
Fouled straight back. Surprisingly, Workman's not going to play softball in college. Not sure if she's going to continue with club. Once they get out of high school, it's not really a lot of club action because of the age. Nice changeup. There's that Katie Sherman changeup that
was nice.
It's that yo-yo changeup that just makes you look silly. So Gold gets out of the inning with no harm. It's still a 2-2 game going into the top of the third.
2-2.
If you happen to be in the area on Tucson Southeast Side, drop by here. We're at Lincoln Park. There's 4 games going on, so take your pick. We're doing the Kino Senior Gold 1 against the Kino Senior Black 2 here on 520 Sports Talk Live, nationwide coverage. Ramon was one of the club coaches for Katie and the Aztecs, along with Jesus Lozania. So they definitely know about her changeup, her drop ball, and that backwards curveball that she throws. Quite a collection of coaches here as well. I mean, Palomares from Sunnyside, Bert Otero, a legend at Tucson. Bert quit coaching for a while, and then Roberto, at the AD at Tucson, talked him into coming back this year and took the Badgers all the way to, I believe, the semifinals, losing to Pinnacle, and then had to play him again. But Pinnacle is coached by another legend, Bobby Pena. He's in charge of USA softball for Arizona. Sharp hit right back to the pitcher. She throws her out. I don't have 33. Okay. That was Katie Sherman, pitcher on pitcher. She smacked the ball, but right back at the pitcher. Nice play to put her away. I'm used to seeing Katie Sherman in the number 4 uniform, so kind of crossed me up there, her wearing a different number. So Maya Dosti from Casa Grande at the plate. 1 out here in the top of the third. Oh, that looked like a nice pitch to me. I don't know. Called it a ball.
Looked like it was right on the outer edge.
Sure did. Got De La Osa at first base coaching from Mountain View. Shannon Woolridge from Empire coaching down at third.
You got that one on the inside edge right there.
2-2 the count. To Amaya. And strikes her out for the second out of the inning. Alessandra Fernandez is coming up to the plate from Rincon University.
Yeah, Yawa. Yeah. Oh, wow. She's good.
I know, that's why we wanted to come see her.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite softball moms here in attendance, Dee Dee Lozania, whose daughter is a stud player for Pima.
My cousin.
Your cousin. That's right.
She just let us know that this pitcher, Jasmine Ayala from Sunnyside, will be playing with Pima next year. So
all right, future Aztec. I'm sure that Becca and Jennifer will be happy to see that.
Yeah, that'll be a good addition.
Pima did pretty well, all things considered, this year. A new coach, kind of getting the feel of a little bit of a new program, and Aztecs did pretty well. Congratulations to Becca.
Yeah.
Ball's a little high. They could use a good pitcher. They've got the hitters. Pima's got some good hitters.
They definitely do. Yeah, they definitely. This will be a good addition for them.
Swing and a miss. So the future Aztec puts them down, and we're going to head into the bottom of the third. Still tied at 2-2. Once again, thank you to our sponsors, Jim Miller State Farm at Coach Line in Silverbell. Go bug him for a quote. You'll see that red VW outside of his office. He's your one-stop shop insurance guy.
Come on.
Tell him 520 Sports Talk sent you. He'll get a kick out of that. Also, Frog and Firkin, right in the middle of University Main Gate Square off of Tyndall and University. Something always going on at the Frog. Some of the best food in town. Thank you to Garrett and Jody Ratesman for their sponsorship. And also Heath Bolin and Sparkle Cleaners. 11 convenient locations to serve you. Home and business pickup and delivery of your laundry and dry cleaning.
Instead of watching the game, you gotta be in the game.
So, Sherman back in the circle. The lights now starting to take effect as the sun's going down. Kind of an unusual May, John. Very cool and stuff. We're not having to deal with 100-degree temperatures yet, so the softball gods are looking down on us.
I'm happy to come help you out tonight, enjoying this weather and front row seat. What else could you ask for?
Oh, man, I'm happy to have you here with your insight of the game. So, all right, who's up? Sherman's first pitch. Did you see the movement on that ball?
Yeah, that was nice. That looked like a strike, too.
Yeah. Gabriela Acosta from Wilcox at the plate. There you go. There's that Sherman drop ball. Pima's going to be in for it when they play Eastern next year.
Oh, yeah.
Sherman pitching.
Yeah.
Hi.
Both these pitchers, that's going to be a good matchup. They're playing against each other tonight.
Playing against each other tonight and next year in Thatcher and in Tucson.
Yep. Ooh.
Workman tried to pull it in.
Right on the line.
Called it a ball. 3-1 the count. There you go. Same place, different call.
Actually, that one looked a little further out.
Count's full here. Good. Gabriela Acosta. Right back to Sherman. She's going to turn around, flip to first for the out. Along with her good pitching, Sherman is a really good fielder at her position.
Yeah. This is the first time I've had the pleasure of watching her live.
Oh, I've seen her since she was a sophomore. She's phenomenal. Diomani Arvizu coming to the plate from San Miguel with one out, nobody on. Just low. 1-1. Inside. Runs the count 2-1. Dean Misenheimer coaching at third for Rincon Unit. No, excuse me. He's not. He was coaching at third. Now we got Raul Vega at Flowing Wells at third.
That was close. Went like right between everybody.
I know. All right, so 2 out in the inning as we got a foul ball over in our area from the other field.
That caught scared.
And in case you joined us late, right on the head. Sherman with the fastball to the head. So the way that they run it, I think now is she has the option of hitting or taking the base. Bert Otero coming over to see if she's okay. Let's see if she's going to stay in the box. And slices it foul down the left field line, out of play. So she's going to stay in there and bat.
Gotta turn some lights on.
Okay. And swing and a miss. Hey Sue, sit down here. We want to talk to you for a second. I want to ask you about the improvement that you've seen in Katie Sherman being her club ball coach, and then also with Brittany Batten being her school coach.
The one thing I see about Carrie is that Katie, is that she is not one to shy away from adversity or to get down on herself because of a disappointing inning or they score on her. She always comes back harder. She's analytical. She's a student of the game. She does a self-assessment and then goes back at it.
Yeah, ironically, this is her first outing since she got rocked in that 7th inning of the championship game.
But you know what? There's a saying that accomplishments are just failures that are polished.
That's right. You're going to learn more from a loss than a win. We all know that. So she's doing a good job. Eastern Arizona's really lucky to get her next year.
Hey, I had dinner with the head coach from Eastern Arizona when Pima went up to Thatcher to play their team, and we had a conversation about Katie over dinner, and she is very excited to have her come onto the program. And having Katie go to Eastern is just gonna elevate that program by leaps and bounds.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so there's no doubt at all that that team is gonna be a force to be reckoned with next season, and we're gonna be right there as the Pima team is bringing down some quality players too.
Oh yeah, the pitcher on the black team.
Yeah, Ayala.
Ayala is going to be pitching for Pima. That's going to be great. And you already have a stable of good hitters.
Yeah, we do.
So
yeah, we got the incoming sophomores. They were baptized by fire basically throughout the season. Yeah. So they're gonna bring a player maturity to the team with experience going up against the Yavapai and Arizona Western and stuff those were very, very good teams to test your mettle against.
There's a drive into right field. It's going to be pulled in for the out.
So it's going to be a very close race next season at Division I in the college ranks. With the returning players. Exactly,
and viewers, 520 viewers, if you haven't gone out to see Pima College Aztecs play the junior colleges around Arizona, you're really missing something because it's good quality softball.
It's a lot of local talent.
A lot of local talent, and it's not going to break your bank to go watch them play. So it's it's something that definitely needs to be promoted. Is Pima College athletics. We try to do our part here at 520 Sports Talk, and we always love watching every Aztec team, from basketball to softball to track and field. The golf team is fabulous. Just the whole athletic program under Jim Monaco is doing such a good job there at Pima. So it's going to be a fun season starting next year to watch the Aztecs compete.
Oh yeah, the athletic director for Pima College, Mr. Monaco, is such an advocate for us, the student athlete. He always puts the emphasis on student, and he makes sure that whatever program they come and play for, that they're given every opportunity to not only utilize their skill set as an athlete to further their education, but the end game is to have these student athletes move up into a 4-year program.
Sure. In case you weren't aware of it, that's Jesus Lozania, assistant coach at Pima Community College Aztecs, here with me, helping me out. John will be back in just a second. He had to go turn some lights on. So the gold team gets on base hit, and they're in business.
Oh, here comes Abby Workman.
And Abby Workman, Katie Workman's battery mate from the Benson Bobcats. You saw her arm in the earlier inning throw the runner out at second. Now let's see what she can do with the bat.
She's one of that has that power swing, a lot of torque coming from her legs and hips.
And surprisingly, not going to continue playing softball.
Oh, well, it all depends on what their future plans are.
Right.
Yeah, we were surprised too when we learned on it. She was a topic of conversation with the Eastern College coach as well.
Yeah, because she and Katie have been playing since they were little girls in San Pedro Little League.
Oh, well, they complement each other. And
that's one of the reasons I think Benson has such a good, they don't rebuild, they just reload, because all these kids play softball since the time they can walk, and then by the time they're in high school, their fundamentals are sound, they're very polished, and Benson always has a really, really tough lineup.
Now, the San Pedro Little League is a very good feeder system into the Benson High School. And because these young ladies, they play on those,
looking
teams.
For the second time.
Oh, come on, Kitty, you gotta turn on that.
That's right. Yeah. That's a K backwards.
Yeah.
All right, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And we're still tied at 2. So I wanted to have you and Dee Dee stay after the game, because we're going to present Katie with her 2019 520 Sports Talk Player of the Year trophy. And I know since you coached her with the Club Aztecs, we definitely want, Ramon's going to be coming. Obviously, Brittany will be there. And Mike and Shannon Sherman will be there as well.
Yeah, I just spoke with her parents earlier. They're very proud of her daughter, as it should be.
And don't forget, her younger sister's still playing at Benson, so that's kind of a neat thing, because the Fenns had 2 girls on Benson, and the Shermans had 2 girls, and now that Allie Fenn and Katie Sherman are graduating, Taylor Fenn and Katie's younger sister will be able to make their own name and get out of the shadow of their sisters coming next season for the Bobcats.
Yeah, they can pass on down that tradition to have somebody else fill those cleats up.
Exactly.
I was thinking when I was sitting here and you're behind me, I was like, Jesus is way better for this job.
Oh, Jesus is my dog. Yeah.
No. It's so nice to see these young ladies actually had the opportunity to play an all-star team.
This is a great showcase. Hopefully it'll continue.
Katie's time in the circle is done?
Yeah, so it looks like number 49. Let's see if we have that number.
Fernandez?
Yeah, Rincon University's Alessandra Fernandez. Now in the circle, is Katie playing the field? So I'm used to seeing Katie with number 4, and she's got like 66 or something on, but she may be done for the night, but a good outing for Katie. Definitely got to show not only the local fans here, but the nationwide fans what she can do. And once again, congratulations to Eastern Arizona for landing Katie for their school next year.
Just watching Ayala pitch, yeah, she's going to be a very good addition to our pitching crew.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Pima's going to do okay, and Pima did well, all things considered. You know, change of coaching, a lot of new players.
We had some injuries.
Injuries.
You know, the girls, like I said, the girls were The girls were battle tested.
Yeah, they got the freshmen got thrown in there, and they met the challenge. They did very good. They developed under Becca Quiros and Jen.
And Nikki.
Nikki, yeah, for the pitching coach.
Yes.
Yourself. So a lot of promise for next year on the Aztec squad.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at some of these underclassmen, also their upcoming sophomores and juniors.
Hot smash to third. She's going to go across to first for the out.
And trying to maintain some of this local talent to be the feeder system for Pima Community College.
Exactly.
This is good quality softball out here. It's very fundamentally sound. The attitude is there. You know, the body language depicts that of a player that wants to be out here in the field.
Right. We actually gave up going to Oklahoma City to cover the Cats because I wanted to see these kids one more time before they went to their respective colleges. So we're glad to be here tonight under the lights. Finally, the sun's gone down, and it's a beautiful evening here in Tucson.
Oh man, whoever's playing that hot corner over there is doing very well.
Yeah, that was good play. Black goes down in the bottom of the
Don't let me scoop you up from behind. I'm not a bad guy.
And it's still a 2-2 tie here.
Hey, Joe.
So we're heading into the top of the fifth inning, still 2-2. Okay, so I've been told this is actually going to be kind of a baseball game. We're going to go 9 innings.
Like to me, we're in the fifth inning. Right now it's 2-2 right now.
Top of the fifth inning with Kino Gold
For
coming
me,
to bat.
I expect the
2-2 tie. The legend Bert Otero down at first base. Ramon De La Osa at third. Ramon coaches the Mountain Lions of Mountain View High School. And Bert has the Badgers of Tucson High. Actually, Bert's on the other team. Shannon Woolridge from Empire will be coaching down at first. So just as many good coaches, Jesus, here as players. I mean, you've got some legendary coaches. Bert Otero. You've got Ramon does a great job. Shannon does a great job. Shannon's a state championship coach.
The Fannings are on.
The Fannings are over on the other side from Saurita.
Yeah,
got Raul Vega from Flowing Wells. Palomares from Sunnyside.
And hats off to these high school coaches that polish these players. You know, a lot of the travel ball, the club ball teams, they have these players throughout the off season. But these high school players are able to bring these girls together as a cohesive team.
Right.
And then make a run for state. And Southern Arizona had a very good showing at state this year as well.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. A lot of talent down here. Like we've been saying, last year 1 through 5A was all Southern Arizona teams. This year they didn't fare quite as well, but with Ironwood Ridge winning 5A, Sabino winning 3A. Hot smash through the legs of the second baseman's going to run all the way to the wall. She's going to turn for 2, and she's going to keep going. And she's going to have a stand-up triple. I thought she should have slid. She almost got thrown out there.
Yeah, she did, but...
Jaden Reed playing on this team? She's a senior. Frankie Lucio is, okay.
All right, so we are in business here. If you're a Gold fan, runner at third base.
Yeah, the second baseman thought that ball was going to take a wicket hop.
Yeah.
Went up for it, and it went right through the wickets.
Yep. That was a hard smash, so it was really, she got kind of in that in-between hop. De La Osa down at third is telling her to chop the ball on the ground, get the run in.
And Coach De La Osa, he's a very heavy advocate of making sure that all the players contribute to the team, and he won't shy away from playing small ball.
Oh no! Nice pitch on the outside corner. 0-2 the count. What's her? Very.
Right here.
Oh.
It's gonna
No,
be
this is
Adi. This gold.
Yeah, Ariana Encinas.
Yeah, for Rincon.
Okay, Rincon University's Ariana Encinas at the plate. Runner at third. Beautiful opportunity for the gold to go back up on top.
Yeah, Yalo there being the Rembrandt painting the corners.
That's right. There's a fly ball in the left field. Is it going to be deep enough? She's going to tag from third. And she's going to score easily. Is Deanna Nesbitt from Ironwood Ridge. Another state champion scores the third run to go ahead. 3-2 here in the top of the fifth. Once again, thank you for joining us on our national broadcast here, the Southern Arizona Kino Softball Classic from Lincoln Park in Tucson, Arizona.
And the umpires over here, the home umpires having a tough time because Ayala is trying to establish her strike and trying to adjust to the umpire strike zone.
Yeah, if they're not consistent, you really don't know where you can really to go with it, because one time they may call a ball and the next pitch is the same place and they call a strike. So that's the challenge that the pitchers have. And she's going to go to first base on a walk. That was Jamie Rodriguez from Morenci that drew the walk. She's on first now. I think it's her. Fouled back. Taylor Garner from Mountain View, one of Ramon's kids, up to bat. So one run in on a stand-up triple, and then a sacrifice fly brought her home. And the gold leads 3-2 here in the top of the fifth. Hot smash, first base, well played, good positioning for the last out. She got her money's worth on the bat, but just a good play by the first baseman and just well positioned. So one run on one hit, no errors, and one runner left. So at the end of 4.5 innings, the gold leads the black 3-2. Once again, let's thank our sponsors, Frog and Firkin in the middle of University Main Gate Square. Had a show there last night. Jesus, the 06 FC Tucson Youth Soccer team won the state championship.
Oh, I watch your program.
Yeah, and we had 1,000 viewers before the show was even over. I mean, just incredible. Their counterparts, the 04 FC Tucson, the 15-year-olds, were on last week, and they had a very good showing, over 1,000 viewers as well. So soccer is alive and well in Tucson, and the FC Tucson team has one more champion, the 00, the 18-year-olds, and we're going to try to get them on the show next week.
And the one thing about the 520 Sports Talk is that they're advocates for the local teams and showcasing the sports that is in Southern Arizona. So I thank you, Bill, for being a voice for all the sports teams in Tucson and Southern Arizona to show the state that there are quality players and quality teams that are not from Phoenix.
Exactly. Sometimes little brother comes up and kind of the David and Goliath syndrome. As you saw with Ironwood Ridge this
that's right.
year. They beat a very, very tough Centennial team.
Centennial team was
Dave Martinez is a great coach.
Yeah.
And said, like you said, Centennial was odds-on favorite to win state. So Fernandez in the circle now. Appeal down to the first base. He said no swing.
Yeah, she's just looking for something in her power zone. There
you go. There's a base hit to right. Oh, no, nice play. The ball kind of hung up. I thought it was going to die and be a base hit, but a nice play by the right fielder. One thing about right field that's tough is the ball always slices away from you, or in left field it hooks. So that was a nice play by the right fielder for the gold team.
Yeah, running catch there. She kept the eye on the ball, tucked her glove in. Very good fundamentals.
Better. Bree Jackson from Saguaro at the plate.
Maybe she's warming up too.
I bet it's a thrill, though, to have these girls. One more time, they get to wear their own caps from their own respective high schools.
Lace up those season cleats for one last time.
That's right, one last time. Kind of a bittersweet moment as well, too, though, because they're closing the door on their illustrious high school careers. There's a ball deep to left field. Nice catch by the left fielder on the run, going away from the plate.
No, these girls are very good, fundamentally sound, and knowing how to track the ball.
A good jump by the left fielder on that. She gave the ball a ride.
Yeah, like you said, it's bittersweet for the seniors. But seeing the underclassmen coming up, you need to learn their names so you can recognize them during the season who to look for.
Exactly. I remember playing in an all-star game, and it's kind of fun to meet the kids from other teams. Now, some of them you know because you run club ball and travel ball with them, and some you don't. You meet for the first time, but it's a great feeling to be considered an all-star and to be able to showcase your talents in a great event like we have here tonight.
Yeah, when you have girls like from San Miguel, a single A school, playing with
6A
girls,
Badgers.
Yeah, or Cienega. So no, it's good.
There's a slow roller to the shortstop's going to have to hurry. Oh, bang bang play at first base. Nice arm. Saw a good strong throw by the shortstop to end the inning. So at the end of 5, it's still 3-2, the gold over the black. This game is going to go 9 innings tonight. So got a little couple extra innings to showcase their talent. Glad you could join us here on 520 Sports Talk, our live broadcast of the 2019 Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School All-Star Game. Coming live to you from Lincoln Park in Tucson, Arizona on the southeast side. So I thought Bert was going to warm himself up there. Out on the mound.
I'm just taking the shine off the ball.
Take the shine off the ball, get a little wrinkle in it.
So who's going to be your next guest on 520 Talk, Bill?
Let me check the calendar. We kind of transition from school to club once school's out.
Who's that picture?
Yeah.
44. Chloe? Chloe Cordova, Mountain View.
That's one that comes from Coach De La Osa's stable.
Yeah. We're going to have the Arizona Reapers Club softball team, the 16 and 18U at Johnny Gibson's over at Broadway and 6th Avenue on June 4th. So looking forward to that.
The Reapers are up and coming travel ball team. They got good talent there, and the coaching is solid. He'll be able to develop that talent and polish that diamond.
Sure.
Katie's coming up to bat here.
So Katie Sherman at the plate. Wearing an unfamiliar 33. I mean, I was used to the number 4. Did she wear number 4 with the Aztecs?
No, she number 4 was taken.
Oh.
No, but at that time that she played for the Tucson Aztecs, she was one that that slid it right into the.
Yeah, she was a great fit. Curtis
Yeah.
Ruiz had to have been ecstatic to get her for 2 months. And I remember that San Diego tournament. She got a little bit of a jam in the, I think it was the 4th or 5th inning. And then your offense just came right back and won and ended up winning the championship that night.
And then the tournament that the Tucson Aztecs went up to Payson.
Yeah,
ran
another
the table
good
on
tournament.
that was a great tournament. She was a workhorse during that tournament last year. She pitched basically
She's going to hit
every
the
inning.
ball over to the right side of the second base, over to first for the first out.
I got a little bit jammed up there. That's right.
Kind of an inside-out swing. Let's see. So Maya Dosti from Casa Grande at the plate. A little high for ball one. Hit hard down the right side, but foul. 1-1. All right, Acosta at the plate, or excuse me,
Oh, there you got a little Texas leaguer.
Dosti at the plate. Just foul. So Dosti will return to the batter's box. Looking down at De La Osa. Swing and a miss. That was a nice pitch by Alicia Carpio from Tucson High. Tucson High had a great season this year, Jesus. Bert came in, did a really good job with the girls.
Did that Cinderella run through the tournament?
Yeah, exactly. I was there for the Perry game up in Gilbert, beat the Pumas, and then played Pinnacle very, very tough. I mean, Pinnacle was behind, and then they scored late to win, but Bobby Pena's team, they gave them all they could handle. Fouled away to the right side.
Now, what are your expectations for next year's season for high school softball?
We didn't get a lot of high school softball in this year because of the fact that the Arizona Wildcats had that WNIT run, and then the Sugar Skulls in their inaugural season, and we were chosen to be one of the media outlets for that. So
I understand that.
Next year we are definitely going to return and give you a lot more high school softball coverage. During the summer we hope to do some play-by-play like we're doing now on some travel ball teams that are on the show. We'll follow up the show with a play-by-play, or maybe before the show to kind of introduce our viewers to the upcoming guests. So this is still a good game here, 3-2.
Oh, and it's a very good game. What I meant to say is what are your expectations for this next year's showing?
Next year's showing.
Yeah, do you think Southern Arizona might run the table?
I think so. I mean, Phoenix, obviously with a bigger city, more people, more kids to choose from. But it doesn't matter if you're 1A, 2A, all the way up to 6A. All these kids can play. Just because you go to a small school, Phoenix doesn't really have a lot of smaller schools in the metro area. They're mostly 4, 5, and 6A. They don't see a lot of 2A or 3A teams, just because of the population. But I mean, look at the Sabino Sabercats.
Yeah.
Fabulous team, fabulous run through the tournament, as well as the Sabino baseball guys. Congratulations to both Sabercats. So.
Yeah, it looks like Abby Workman is behind the dish again.
Okay, so we're going to head into the bottom of the 6th. 3-2 Gold over the Black. Just outside, 1-0. 8. Shaylee Sanders from Flowing Wells at the plate. Her coach down at third. Raul Vega. Flowing Well's another good team. Watch out for them next year. Raul's got a lot of good kids coming back. He doesn't really lose a lot. Shannon's going to have a good team at Empire next year.
Yeah, they will.
Eric Tatham at Cienega, always a good team. Salrita's going to have a good team. Don't ever count the Fannings out. They really, really develop talent down there on the 19 corridor. Oh, that one looks sweet to me, but
I did. I
don't
the umpire
know.
didn't really like that.
And nevertheless, she drew the walk, and the Blacks got her leadoff runner on base.
The one thing that these batters are doing, they're adjusting to the umpire strike zone, so they know what pitch to turn on and which one to look at.
Exactly. And like you were saying, Marcela Fimbres from San Miguel at the plate. Small 1A school, but those kids can play as well.
San Miguel is doing real good with their program to squeeze out every single talent.
Where are they located?
In Midtown.
Midtown, okay. Swing and a miss. Should throw down to first. Back in time.
Yeah, it was a good snap throw there by
You
Abby.
saw Workman's arm. You saw her throw the runner out at second earlier in the game, and she's not afraid to jack that ball down to the first baseman. Good heads up by the first baseman, seeing how they don't play together.
And one of the reasons why they are all-stars, because they can feed
Adjust.
off each other
they can
body
adjust.
language.
Going to be a chopper to second base. Mishandled. Safe at first, safe at second. So 2 on, nobody out. I think she kind of took her eye off the ball a little bit, Jesus, on that, looking to throw before she actually had it in her glove.
And it's good on the runner. Never gave up on the play. She kept on chugging along down to first base and ended up being safe.
Exactly. That's going to bring up Wilcox's Gabriela Acosta. 2 on, nobody out. Black trying to tie the game up here in the bottom of the 6th. Going to be popped up. Third baseman's going to come and grab the ball. And drops it. In foul ground, so no runners can advance, but the runner gets a second life in the batter's box.
Yeah, it's one of those where the player is thinking ahead of the game. Ahead of the play. Took her eyes off from the ball just for that split second. That was enough for that ball to hit the heel of the glove and jump out.
Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Way to come back by the Gold pitcher. 49. Is that Fernandez? Alexandra Fernandez in the circle. In relief of Katie Sherman. She goes to Rincon University. Little high. 2-2. 3-2. Count is full. Okay, full count. See what the runners do. And she's going to load them up. So
yeah, that error hurt us. Hurt Gold there.
Yeah, the error definitely hurt because that's giving the team 4 outs. And Ramon De La Osa is going to take a trip to the mound, bring in his infield. Probably discuss some strategy, I would imagine, Jesus, on where they're going to go on a ground ball. Ramon, a very good student of the game and develops talent very well up in the Marana area for Mountain View.
Yeah, he knows how to talk to his players and how to squeeze out every single drop of talent they have for the benefit of the team.
And a lot of people didn't really know Ramon before he came to Mountain View. He was a very good coach at Rio Rico.
He was a very good coach at Rio Rico and utilizing. He started a travel ball team down there with the Tigers. He coached Little League down there as well. He cut his teeth there. So, I mean, he's one of those coaches that expects nothing from the best from you both at practice and at the game.
Exactly. Like I was telling the kids last night on the show of the soccer team, I was like, you're going to play like you practice. It's not a light switch. You can't turn it on and off. You can't just cruise through practice and not give a lot of effort, and then all of a sudden game day comes and you got to turn it on. It just doesn't work like that.
Now, you know, they say that you own your trophies at practice and you get them at the games.
Exactly. Swing and a miss. Nice drop ball. So Fernandez showing her stuff and what made her an all-star coming out of Rincon University. Fouled away.
And there's Arvizu from San Miguel. She's hanging tough with a 5A school, coming from 1A.
Yeah. Swing and a miss. So that's a big strikeout with the bases loaded. And I believe that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, it is.
Because of the dropped foul ball. So Encina's still in a jam, 1 out, the bases loaded. Her club's up 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th, but Senior Black threatening to tie it up or possibly go ahead. Just outside. Trying to work that outside corner.
You announcing here? Oh, man.
Oh, my favorite Susie from U of A. Why aren't you in Oklahoma City?
I took care of my job.
All right, good
Build
deal.
the stadium, they will win. That's
Good.
my philosophy.
There we go.
All the rest is up to a bunch of other people, a lot younger than me.
That's right. Remember, guys, 9 o'clock in the morning tomorrow, the U of A takes on Washington in the first game of the Women's College World Series from Oklahoma
Heck,
City.
we're lucky we even made it there.
Swing fouled away on their left side.
Yeah, there was a serious discussion in the Lozania household about taking off last night and going on that 15-hour road trip.
Exactly. Like I said, we were planning on going to Oklahoma City, but the Shermans asked me to cover this game, and having followed Katie since her sophomore year, it was a no-brainer on our part. As much as we like covering the Wildcats, our bread and butter is high school and youth sports here in Tucson and southern Arizona. So obviously good luck to the Wildcats. We'll definitely be keeping an eye on it. But tonight we are at Lincoln Park here on Tucson's southeast side for the 2019 Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School All-Star Classic.
And Gold is getting itself out of the jam.
Yeah, 2 outs now. There's a chopper, second base, missed top, and everybody's safe. And once the he overran the bag and got her. Nice heads-up play by the shortstop for the runner, because the second baseman had bobbled the ball, so the run does not score. And it's still a 3-2 game. We almost had a tie game there, but good heads up by the shortstop. I want to thank Pearson Sturtevant, our producer tonight, running the camera. Scratch golfer from Sabino High School on the varsity as a freshman. So,
oh, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, so golf is not a game that I could get good at, so I have a lot of respect for those who can golf.
So change your pitcher for Black.
Top of the 7th, Black's going to come in with a new pitcher.
Looks like Alyssa Carpio from Tucson High.
Okay, and I watched her versus Perry High School in that game up in Gilbert to send Tucson to the semis. And she did a very, very good job. Perry was actually the higher seed. Tucson High, it was a 5-12 matchup. Tucson High was a 12 seed. Perry was a 5 seed, and Tucson, with Bert Otero, took care of business. And like you said, that Cinderella run as a 12 seed through the playoffs all the way to the semis, definitely has to be very proud of his kids.
And that's just a testament of the talent that we do have in southern Arizona. And it's just sometimes you got to scratch your head and wonder why the AIA doesn't recognize the southern Arizona teams as they should.
Right, exactly. Especially with the results from last year and with Sabino and Ironwood Ridge and, even Benson in a losing effort. Hard grounder to second. She's going to go the short way to first for the first out. And that was Frankie Lucio from Ironwood Ridge on Dave Martinez's squad. Dave did such a fabulous job. He was so happy at the end of the game. If you caught it, we did a live post-game interview with Dave from Farrington Stadium, and just it got a lot of views. And just Dave's just a quality coach, quality man, wants the best out of his team, and not only produces good players, but produces good people. Fouled straight back.
Tell you one thing, even though it's an all-star team, these girls are taking this very seriously.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things I don't like about some of the pro games. I meant, it's like the NBA All-Star game. There's no defense. The Pro Bowl, there's no it's just they don't take it seriously. It's just kind of like, let's just go out and go through the motions. But these girls, on both teams, they want to win this game.
No, there's no holding back.
Not at all. A little high on the rise ball. So Carpio, a Badger now in the circle for the Black. Once again outside.
And try to get her to chase that one.
Yeah. So Emily Shreves at the plate from Shannon's team, the Empire Ravens. He's down at first coaching. Foul down the third base line, out of play. A lot of respect for Empire. They made that big jump from 3A to 5A. I mean, that's difficult. And these girls responded, and they had a pretty good run in the playoffs. There's a base hit to right field through the hole between first and second, and Shreves gets on. Woolridge definitely pleased with that. So runner on first now for Senior Gold.
Oh, such a good batter that it seemed like she aimed the ball into the 3-4
Exactly. Chloe Cordova from Mountain View, another one of Ramon's kids at the plate. Snap down to first. So both catchers showing off that arm. Outside.
Yeah. She got tired that one. The next, you should see the next one. Is that why she didn't start? Yeah. Like,
Just inside.
Well, our backup pitcher is she's just, like, I've been working with her, but she's not there yet. Because Nessa, you know what I mean?
Cordova waiting for her pitch. Nice eye at the plate. Has an open stance. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch.
She pitched 10 innings.
There's no holding back on these ladies.
That was a nice fastball.
Yeah, 5-2 Talk had a very busy May. Not only
Ground her to the first baseman. She's going to go the short way to first.
Trying to backdoor the second. Yeah, 5-2 Talk had a very busy month of May with not only having Little League on your show, but the high school ball and then covering Pima Community College.
And we're happy to cover the Sugar Skulls. Best of luck to them. They're still fighting for that last playoff position. They kind of took a step back against the Rattlers, but in all honesty, the Rattlers are undefeated. So I mean, anybody that they've played, they've come out on top. So
and then being the inaugural season,
right, exactly.
Very good showing.
But Marcel's doing a really good job there.
Oh, look at that
nice
hot shot.
Down the third base line in the left field. That's going to score a run, and she's going to be in the second with a stand-up double. So Shreve scores all the way from first base on that.
Ground ball double. That was a screamer down the third base line.
That was a nice hit by Chloe Cordova, and you can see why Ramon is very, very high on her. That'll bring up Diana Nesbitt. Another Ironwood Ridge kid. Such a great job Ramon did, because actually he lost a lot of players from last year and a lot of all-star players.
And his ace went down with the ACL team.
Yeah, and so I mean he just loaded it back up, and the Lions did very, very well this year.
He just had to retool that team with the players he had on staff. The coaching staff that Ramon has built over there at his shop.
Mountain View, yeah.
Yeah, he has a former Tucson Aztec and Pima Aztec on his staff, Vanessa Duarte.
Yeah, Vanessa does a great job.
And Kiwi Martinez was over there as well, another former alum.
All right. So Nesbitt at the plate, looking at that runner at second, wants to drive her in. Gold up 4-2 now in the top of the 7th. Ball in the dirt. Fake throw to second. Nice eye at the plate. That was a good eye. Close pitch. She held up. Called for a ball.
I'll tell you one thing, that these umpires had their work cut out for them tonight.
A lot of talent on both sides. Fouled off to the right.
They don't want to work at it. So I've been able to just come in and pitch a game. Yeah.
And once again, Bill, I just want to thank you for being an advocate for other Southern Arizona sports and teams.
Believe me, I don't know who has more fun, the kids or me, because I have a blast doing it. It's, my way of giving back to the people that helped me through my athletic career, and it's kind of nice to promote and give exposure to the teams and athletes that don't get a lot of mainstream media coverage. The football players, the basketball players, that type of thing. So a lot of good talent on both boys and girls side in high school, club ball, youth sports with Tucson Youth Football. John's gonna have us do a wrestling show here.
Oh, very good.
Pretty soon. So we already had Old Vale Middle School wrestlers on the show, and they did very well. They ended up winning state. Tried to get them back on the show, but school had gotten out, so everybody kind of scatters for the summer.
Oh.
I think it was
those students run for the hills as soon as that final bell is
final bell and the temperature hits triple digits, which actually tonight for the middle of May or the end of May, we're doing very, very well. A nice, cool evening in Tucson, all things considered.
It can't be this weather. It's almost San Diego weather.
Almost San Diego weather, yeah. I'm finally getting a break from my schedule and going to go back home from the 9th to the 11th. Tapper in front of the mound. She's going to go over to first, get the runner, and no more damage is done, but the Gold tacks on another run, and they're up at the end of 6.5, 4-2. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, Frog and Firkin in the middle of University Main Gate Square. Something always going on at the Frog. The 520 Sports Talk Show, karaoke Wednesday nights with Lucas Gonzalez, live music Fridays and Sundays, sports 7 days a week, 7 nights a week. Some of the best food in Tucson, voted the best pizza, best outside dining, and best family-owned restaurant by the Arizona Daily Star. So if you haven't checked out the Frog, you definitely want to do that, because you're definitely missing a great time, not only eating, but just the atmosphere. Thank you, Jody and Garrett Raceman, for their sponsorship. Also, Keith Bolin and Sparkle Cleaners, 11 convenient locations around the metro area, now featuring home and business pickup of your laundry and dry cleaning. I mean, how easy is that? You don't even have to go out to your car and start it. You'll just pick it up, professionally clean it, drop it right back off to you. Go to sparklecleaners.com to set up your appointment. And certainly Jim Miller State Farm at the corner. He's going to move, so he's going to be up at Coach Line in Silverbell up in the Continental Ranch area. Jim helps me out on U of A volleyball with Coach Rubio's team. I really appreciate that. And he's your one-stop insurance man for life, home, auto, and bank insurance. Look for the red VW outside of his office and go bug him for a quote.
Now I understand it all. Like now when I watch videos, I was like,
I can't tell. I just see when he,
that's good. Yeah, well, that's,
when it shows up.
yeah, I want to start working stuff like that, where like the sun on the bucket. I mean,
There's a 7.
Happy to have Jesus Lozania with me, assistant coach at Pima Community College for the Aztecs. Appreciate his insight. Great coach. Coached with Ramon on the Aztec team with Curtis Ruiz.
I haven't, like Mark Blair did see.
Looks like Lucio's in the circle for gold. One of
But now, I think performance there.
Oh, Frankie Lucio from Ironwood Ridge.
Got to start getting the power.
Another state champion here at the All-Star game.
Her form is.
Foul down the left field line, out of play. So one thing nice about the All-Star game is everybody gets their hacks, and everybody, if you're a pitcher, you get your throws in. So Abby Workman still behind the plate, a workhorse of all 3 pitchers we've seen tonight.
It's hard she does, but now she needs to start pushing out.
Sunnyside Yales in the batter's box. She's a Pima College commit.
Okay. So Jasmine Ayala going to be playing for the Aztecs next year with Becca.
And
I'm sure she's looking forward to that.
working on the other days, changing her.
But right now, tonight, one more time, she's representing the Sunnyside Blue Devils.
Every time like this, it seems like every time she always gets. Sometimes she starts getting carried away. Comes like way up here, and she did that 150 times. I'm like, that's what it's short of accent. It's not really the
Inside.
3-0.
So she's way ahead of the count. She just wants that nice pitch so she can drive it.
a lot of strength. She has perfect form and a lot of strength.
Frankie Lucio's pitch is going to be a chopper over the pitcher's head. And that's going to be an infield hit, no throw. Once it got over her head, there's no chance of getting her. Fielded by the shortstop, but just a nice bit of hitting for the future Aztec. 60. Alyssa Trejo. And that'll bring up Alyssa Trejo from the Badgers.
Oh, she wanted to turn on that one.
She was looking at it, held up, called strike. I think she may want that one back.
So she was part of the bat press. There's like 7 of them that were bat pressing.
In the dirt, evens the count 1-1.
Yeah, Workman being the wall back there, that ball was on the ground. She made sure that the runner on first did not advance to second.
Came up ready to fire, too.
Oh, yeah, she did. She's not shy of pulling out that 6-shooter.
There's a base hit over the second baseman into right center field. The runner's going to take to third base. Cutoff throw keeps the other runner at first. So you got runners at the corners for the black team trying to get back in the game, down by 2.
And no outs.
And Viviana Orantes will be the batter. Little meeting in the circle. Probably going over some strategy on a ground ball. Depending on where it's hit, always want to look that runner back at third.
Yeah, make sure it doesn't score. And Black's over here threatening.
Yep.
They want to tie up the game again.
Down by 2, bottom of the 7th. Remember, after the game, we're going to present Katie Sherman with the 520 Sports Talk 2019 Softball Player of the Year Award. Her coach from Benson will be there. Jesus, her club coach. Ramon, her club coach. Parents Mike and Shannon Sherman will be there. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do that on a different feed. So we're going to close out this game at the end, and then we will go to the ceremony for the Player of the Year award. Chopper to third, looks her back, over to first. Nice play. Good fundamental softball right there.
Yeah, look her back, go one. Keep that runner from scoring. Got one down. The runner at first advances to second.
So the runner on the fielder's choice, the runner goes to second. You got runners second and third. And Bree Jackson from Saguaro at the plate. Saguaro being a 4A school. Swing and a miss. Took a little off that pitch, it looked like, Jesus.
Sure did. She pulled the string on that. Made the batter go fishing.
That's right. There's a line drive. Nice catch. Oh, just out of the glove. The run will score. All the other runners will save runners at the corner. Nice effort by the shortstop.
As she laid out for that ball. Keep them from going to the outfield and maintaining another run from scoring.
Tying run 60 feet away now.
Yeah, you know, so I'm like, I told them
Kimberly sat aside from Doug is up at the plate.
Okay, let's see if this Bulldog can do. Boy, that looked nice. Called it a ball.
The Bulldogs from Douglas, that's another dark horse.
Always have a good team, and they just don't get the notoriety because they're down way down in the corner of Southeast Arizona.
Coach Tapia down there has done very good.
Excellent job, and that's what I like about what we do is we'll go and travel. We'll go to these places that aren't in Tucson to seek out talent and to give them the exposure they deserve. Workman trying to pull that ball in. Just outside. So this is Abby Workman's last game tonight here in the All-Star game. It's going to be a pop-up. Nice catch by the pitcher coming on. And that's the proper thing to do because they see the ball better coming in than Abby could have looking up. So nice bit of communication by the battery. And a nice play by the pitcher. So 2 down now. Black still looking to get that tying run over from third base. Shaylee Sanders from Flowing Wells. Keep looking at this one. At the plate. Foul down the third base line. Foul down third base line once again. 0-2 the count, right, Jesus?
0-2.
What am I looking for? Oh, it's a fanny shit. Here. Over to first and got the out.
Wow, that shortstop threw from deep in the hole, was able to
nice
arm that
range. So she made up for the drop ball by gutting out the runner there to keep the lead as well, because had that been safe, that would have been a tie ball game. So heading into the top of the 8th, the Gold still has a 1-run lead, 4-3, here in the Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School All-Star Game.
We should start a
So we're going to go to the top of the 8th as all-star coach Ramon De La Osa comes over in front of us.
Ramon.
Where are you guys getting the names from? Because my son's watching from DC and my daughter's name's wrong. So what batter's up right now?
So Gold wants to get that run back, Jesus, that they gave up in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Black is making a run for it. It's a close game. It's typical of being an all-star game.
Yes, it is.
You know,
41, I don't have them on the roster, so I'm not sure who the batter is. Do have Alessandra Fernandez on deck from Rincon University. She'll be batting second in the inning. Thank you. Garner fouls it back off. We've been notified it's Taylor Garner from Mountain View. Another mountain lion. Ramon's got a good stable of them. Outside.
It almost seems like the umpires want to make sure that this is a hitter's game.
This is definitely, yeah. Chop down the third base line. Nice play by Shannon Woolridge, coaching at third.
And behind the back flick.
Behind the back flick to the third baseman, sure. Hanging tough at the plate. So Taylor Garner trying to get it started off here in the top of the 7th. There's a base hit to right center field. And Gold's got the leadoff batter on. And that's going to bring up Alessandra Fernandez from Rincon University. So you got a mountain lion on first and a ranger at the plate. Let's see what they can do. Alessandra looking to drive this ball. Snap down to first.
And you hear coaches from both dugouts yelling out instructions.
Yes, exactly. Nice pitch on the outside corner.
Yeah, strategizing, trying to move the runner or keep the runner from scoring.
Nice eye at the plate. Fernandez just wants that one pitch that she can drive. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, that was a big daddy hack right there.
So Fernandez goes down on strikes for the first out.
Sandoval?
Lottie Sandoval at the plate. She's going to hit a roller to third. They're going to go the short way to second, over to first, not in time. So good fundamental softball once again to get the lead runner.
Now come on, here comes Katie Sherman up to bat.
And now batting will be one of the darlings of 520 Sports Talk from the Benson Bobcats. And Player of the Year, 2019 Softball Player of the Year, Katie Sherman. She's going to hit the, picked up by the third baseman. She's going to get the out to retire the side. So after getting the leadoff batter on in the top of the inning, the Gold goes quietly, and we're heading to the bottom of the 7th with a 4-3 game. Just good softball out here. Good fundamentals, good base running, good effort, pitching, catching. I mean, we've got it all out here, and we are really honored to bring you this game.
And like I said before, this is just a testament of what the programs in Southern Arizona do, and along with the coaching staff, where they teach these young ladies the game, to be a student of the game, not a spectator of the game. And the attitude reflects leadership. All these girls, they're very coachable, and they listen to the coaches. Even some of these girls that had never had an interaction with some of the the coaches they had, because they played on different classifications.
Right.
But it's just amazing how fundamentally sound all these ladies are.
Exactly. No, that's a point well taken. And everybody from the 1A San Miguel's to the 6A Tucson's, I mean, they all deserve to be here. They all have great talents, and you can't tell a big school player from a small school player out here.
No, and that's the reason why they're all-stars.
Exactly.
And I still got the Bobcat behind the dish here.
Abby Workman, I don't know if she might have been the only catcher they had. She's been playing the whole game. Don't forget, after the game, we're going to present our 2019 520 Sports Talk Player of the Year trophy. To Miss Katie Sherman.
Tony Bustamante said, "Saludos, Jesus."
Now what? Oh, did he? Oh. Hey, Tony, thank you for supporting 520 Talk.
Tony, we love you. Look at that trophy.
That's a pretty trophy. Not well deserved.
Thank you, Tuller Trophy as well.
Oh.
So let me get a shot of this from John. Okay. Right there, it is the 520 Sports Talk Player of the Year trophy that we're going to be presenting to Miss Katie Sherman directly after the game. High fly, pop fly to the second baseman, who hauls it in for the first out. So the Black still trying to get that tying run across the plate. And Diomare Arvizu from San Miguel. Just like we were talking about, these 1A kids, they know how to play.
Well, 1A against 5A here, and it doesn't matter.
That's right. Snap throw by Workman down there. Definitely keeps the runner honest. Pete Palomar is from Sunnyside coaching down at third base. Raul Vega from Flowing Wells down the first base line. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. Ramul, talk about Abby Workman and the way she catches and directs the pitchers from your experience.
You know, my experience with Abby, she's the Iron Curtain. She's more than a wall behind the dish. And she works as hard as the pitchers does to establish a strike zone, to get pitcher strikes called, make sure that the runner doesn't advance, and doesn't get caught stealing. Yeah, she's one the classic number 2 player where she studies the batter's tendencies and uses those flaws that she sees behind the plate to call the pitches.
Fouled off again to the left side. 0-2. The one thing that really amazes me is how she works. She had a good pitching staff with Katie Sherman, obviously, and with the other pitchers that Benson have. And she knows how to control it. If things get out of hand, she'll go right into the circle and talk to them, calm them down.
Yeah, she'll be the zen for the pitcher.
Yeah. Hot smash to the third baseman, over to first for the out.
Yeah, and then Gold is keeping
Gold's
Black
keeping
at
their
bay.
4-3 win or victory in hand. They're going to be coming up to the top of the ninth? Top of the ninth inning. Their last at bats, clinging to a 1-run 4-3 lead here in the 2019 Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School All-Star Game.
Are you studying that? Huh? Are you studying that? Well, yeah, I actually, this is kind of like what I'm doing. Yeah.
So we head into the last inning here, at least unless we get a tie game. I don't know if they're going to let them play extras if they tie or just kind of do a friendly tie and both teams will walk off without a loss.
Yeah, we have shows. These are the shows.
But you can just see it in the ladies.
Let me ask Commissioner Andy Morales what the... Okay, so the commission said if the black team does come back and tie in the bottom of the inning, they're just gonna walk it off as a tie, and pretty much no one loses, and that's the way to do it.
You just see the smiles in the ladies. Just look at them, year to year playing ball.
Yep. Amaya Dosti from Casa Grande going to lead it off for the Gold team in the top of the ninth. Hard smash right through the glove of the first baseman into right field for a base hit. And once again, Gold gets that leadoff batter on. Let's see if they can add to their lead here in the top of the inning.
Now she struggled at her last at bat, but she made up with that.
That was a nice smash.
No way, that's I know that. 2, 3, 4, so 4-3 for the goal.
Fouled straight back.
And this is Jamie Rodriguez from Morenci. I believe.
So Valley.
Oh, it's Gold up there.
Jamie Rodriguez. Oh. 48. This is 49. 49. Alessandra. No.
Oh, that's not her.
No. Not sure who's batting. I don't have a roster for her. Looks like maybe a Saguaro batting helmet, though.
Went down looking.
So Frankie Lucio from Ironwood Ridge is going to be at the plate now with one out and the runner still at first base. A little high and outside, ball one. Fouled straight back. Evens the count 1-1. There's a base hit. No, the ball hung up. And I thought that was headed towards left center field, and the ball just had a lot of spin on it. Nice play by the shortstop. Her throw over to first. The runner got back in time for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Emily Shreves with 2 outs here from Empire on her last at bat in this classic. Outside, ball one. Chloe Cordova from Mountain View on deck if she gets a chance. And the ball is going to go all the way into center field. Nobody's covering the bag on the stolen base. So nice heads up by the Gold coaches to see that opening, and they took advantage of it. So now, runner in scoring position for Emily Shreves.
And trying to get an insurance run.
Get that insurance RBI into the top of the inning. Nice eye at the plate. The ball was high.
I'm not keeping balls to strikes. What do you think it is, Emily? 0-3? What'd you?
3-0.
I said
a little confusion on the count here. The scoreboard was. We don't have a scoreboard.
It's 3-0.
3-0 is the count as we finally figured it out. Good job with Andy Morales and the umpires and Ramon down at third base, and we're ready to roll. Okay, so that's going to draw a base on balls, and the Gold team's got 2 runners on now. And Chloe Cordova coming up. Ramon would like to see her get a base hit and drive that 5th run in. Nice eye at the plate, high and outside, but didn't miss by much. Not on a rise ball.
I got a little blooper there.
Just out of the reach out of the Texas leaguer of the second baseman. That's going to score run number 5. And an RBI for the Mountain Lion. It's got to make third base coach Ramon de la Osa very, very happy.
Yeah. Workman's coming out to plate.
And that'll bring up Abby Workman in probably her last at bat. Well, definitely her last at bat of her high school career. She's chosen to go the academic route in college, and we have to respect that, although she has been quite a talent in high school and in club and travel ball. So Chloe Cordova, run batted in, run number 5 for the Gold team, gives them a little bit of a cushion going into the bottom of the inning.
Yeah, got a 2-run buffer there.
Little meaning, Ramon affectionately pats Abby Workman on the helmet, knowing this is her last at bat in her career. So it's been a great game here tonight. A lot of talent on both sides. Good pitching, good hitting, good fielding. Jesus, I appreciate you helping me out. John helping me out. It's just been a fun game to watch. There is no winners or losers really at the end of the show, no matter what the score is. Everybody's an all-star and well-deserved.
Thank you for having me on your show. And like I said before, I really appreciate how you advocate for all the teams in Southern Arizona and make sure that the talent is showcased.
Coming from a small school and not getting a lot of press myself, I can definitely appreciate what these kids, especially from the San Miguels, the Bensons, the Sauritas, that aren't in Tucson proper, then don't get to be seen day in and day out, and they just bring a load of talent to the field.
Yeah, Workman looking at ball 2 there.
So Workman's got the count in her favor. Runner at the corner, 5-3 now in favor of the Gold team. Caught the outside corner, nice pitch.
Yeah, they're Coach de la Osa telling Workman to turn on one and send it out to
Alyssa Carpio at Tucson in the circle. That was a nice pitch. Another ground ball to third base. Nice pickup by the third baseman over to first. Workman hustling down the line. They kind of nonchalanted that, but they did get her. So at the end of 8.5, another run for the gold team, and they had that 2-run buffer back, and now 5-3. Okay, so we're going to go to the last half of the 9th inning, and whether the score remains the same or it's tied, or even if the black team comes back for the victory, this will be the last 3 outs of the game.
So they're coaching right now.
So Brittany Batten is over at one of the other fields coaching, I think, one of the Futures teams.
No.
And it's kind of nice that those kids get a chance to show their talents, and they will be back next year at their respective high schools. So just a lot of talent leaving, a lot of talent coming back, and even middle schoolers coming up into the high school grades will also be able to bring their talent.
Yeah, that just comes to show that Phoenix area schools need to mind their P's and Q's, because I believe that Southern Arizona softball is going to have a very good showing in the state tournament next year again.
I think you're right. So the black team down to their last 3 outs, and Jokeria Paredes from Sunnyside, I don't know how to say that, at the plate trying to get things going.
And it looks like Lucio is going to close out the game.
Smash to the shortstop. Nice pickup all the way to first base for the out. You saw a nice arm by her on that play, and also previously in the other innings, she's got a cannon for an arm, so she knows how to go into the hole. That's Diana Nesbitt from Ironwood Ridge, so another one of Dave Martinez's kids. Pop fly into short center field is going to be taken in by Emily Shreves of the Empire Ravens for out number 2. So senior black 2 down to their last out here in a 5-3 game, bottom of the 9th inning.
Trejo's coming up from Tucson High.
Alyssa Trejo is going to bounce the ball in the hole at second and through. Seeing eye bouncer into right field. So black's not done yet, and actually that's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And Viviana Orantes from Sunnyside. Alyssa Trejo. Trejo.
Yeah, Orantes was a member of the Little League World Series champs.
That's right. So she definitely knows the big games. Fouled off to the right side. She'd like nothing better than to hit a gapper right now. Thank you guys for joining us for the 520 Sports Talk live stream of the Tucson 2019 Kino Softball Southern Arizona High School Classic. And this may be it as the right fielder hauls it in, and that's the game. As Senior Gold 1 beats Senior Black 2 in this All-Star Classic. So want to appreciate once again our sponsors, Frog and Firkin, Jim Miller State Farm, and Sparkle Cleaners. Thank you so much. Viewers, thank you for joining us. We will publish this game, even if you didn't catch the live stream. It will be on the 520 Sports Talk Facebook page. We'll be back momentarily with the presentation of the 2019 Player of the Year Award that goes to Miss Katie Sherman of the Benson Bobcats. So for Jesus Lozania, John Aguilar, Pearson Sturtevant. I'm Bill McCullough from Lincoln Park saying so long, and we'll see you in a few.